Hey everybody, this is Brett from Moonstream Crypto. I'm going to be recording more videos here on TradingView like I do online and other places. But read about this article today about the Bollinger Bandwidth, which is an indicator that I hadn't followed before. I'm going to show you how I use Bollinger Bands a little differently than most people. But in the article, it talks about the dips on this. And so recreated this in TradingView with this called Bollinger Bandwidth down below. And sure enough, it does appear when it gets down to around 1 on the Bollinger Bandwidth that tends to be a bottom when it comes barreling out of there into the bull run. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Thought I'd mention it and just drew some boxes here. Went up 4,000% since the one in 2016 and reduced by a factor of 10. Obviously, in the most recent cycle, went up 430%. So, it's reasonable to believe there's a sort of regression on this. It may not go 430% again, but if it does come up to my targets around 210,000. I think we could hit at the next peak. But at any rate, I did want to also share how I use Bollinger Bands a little differently than other people. The standard Bollinger, by the way, is flawed in that it's based on a 2 standard deviation as a default, and that's not volatile enough for crypto. It's maybe good for stocks. On crypto for regular daily charts, I'll use a 3rd standard deviation, but on the monthly chart for Bitcoin, it really doesn't cut it. So what I'm going to do there is change this to a 4th standard deviation, and at least on the top side, that seems to work well. The bottom side, not so much on this monthly basis. But the way that I use it is that if any point it's above that upper Bollinger Band, that is a clear signal it's time to get out and sell, take profits, because that's when it either goes sideways or reverts back to the mean. We saw that back in this cycle here. We saw it up here. It just touched outside of this, and it went a little bit higher, but not too much. That was a good signal that we'd run its course on the upper Bollinger Band on the 4th standard deviation on the monthly time frame. So you might want to play around with that. Let me know what you think in the notes here. I'll leave it on for the monthly time frame, but again, just to hop over to let's just look at a daily rather. Let me find a cleaner chart here. So let's just take a look at this here. That way I can sort of give you the full idea. So Bollinger Bands, this is a 3rd standard deviation Bollinger Band on a weekly basis. So I do like the weekly. It didn't quite call the top as well as our other indicators do. So we have a one called the early reversal indicator, that otherwise known as the ERI, and that looks like this. So on the weekly time frame, the red arrows here perfectly call the top and the inflection point here and here, and as well on a monthly time frame called the bottom. So the only time that our ERI is triggered, the only 4 times it's triggered would be at market cycle bottoms here, which was right here and here and here. So not here to share that with you specifically, but just wanted to kind of share some ideas that I was having about this. So anyway, hopefully that helps. And yeah, feel free to leave your comments down below. We'll have to see what happens if this is correct. And this is the bottom based on that Bollinger Bandwidth indicator. So thanks.